You're listening to the Tony Conley Morning Show on more compelling talk radio, 1320 WILS, 1320 WILS.com. Using your genes to get back into your skinny jeans. That may be a way for us to lose some weight. Let's learn a little bit more about this from Dr. Richard Lee, who is a clinical professor of medicine at the Stanford University School of Medicine. He is a 1320 WILS and Fox News Radio medical expert. Dr. Lee, how are you, sir?
Good morning.
All right.
Today.
So we can use our genes to get into our skinny jeans. Tell us about this.
Well, the way to do that is to understand what genes you have. Basically, you can't change them, but you can change the expression of them, and we're learning how to do that. I'm involved in a company called GeneSolve, which does just that. We take your genetic information combined with your diet, exercise, and lab results to figure out where we can work around the variations that you have that can lead you towards obesity or towards being skinny.
What are those variations?
Well, there are over 100 of them, and it would take me hours to explain each one, but most of them have to do with the body's ability to turn food into energy, whether it be fat or carbohydrates. Some people do better with a diet that's higher in fat. Others actually do better with a diet that's slightly higher in carbohydrates to produce energy without producing excess fat. Others metabolize their food more rapidly and others more slowly. If you know these things, you can change their diet while you also look at other physiologic measurements and improve their weight loss and energy.
How does this change with age?
Well, that's interesting. Your genes are fixed and you can't change them, but they can be turned on and off. And over time, the more unhealthy foods we eat tend to turn off the genes that help us metabolize things more efficiently. And they can also, in some cases, damage the genes that are there to keep us healthy. So it's mainly the ravages of our lifestyle that can cause these genes to not be expressed in the way you want them to.
Tell us about the genesis, the idea for this new way of losing weight.
Well, the idea is that if you can find out what type of exercise and what type of diet are going to get you the greatest results in weight loss and in energy, and you can now find the genetic variations that point to those. Knowing that combined with your other metabolic measurements, you can basically find ways of eating food that will give you more energy with less weight gain. But you've got to know what you were born with and how you can correct for that.
All right. How do we learn more about
this? Well, you need to find a physician and or nutritionist who have some training in this. And we're trying to do that. But like I said, the company I'm involved with is training physicians around the country to provide that information from patients by getting their genetic information, lab data, and history. And if you look for one of the companies is GeneSolve, if you look them up, you can see doctors who are in your area that are doing this. If not, ask your physician if they have any information on this, and then try and find the tests and the people who can interpret it.
What kind of cost are we talking about when being involved with a program like this?
Well, it depends on how messed up you are. If there's simply diet and exercise to be involved with that, it could be as low as, well, it's not cheap, but as low as $150 a month, but that's about, a Starbucks latte a day. Depending on if you've got some severe hormone deficiencies that have not been recognized, it could go much higher. Hopefully more of that will be covered by insurance as programs develop to correct that under insurance.
You know what's interesting about this, Dr. Lee, and reading articles about world-class athletes, they've been doing this for a while, almost knowing exactly what to eat, what not to eat, when to eat it, when not to eat it, really to optimize their performance.
Yeah, the word optimize is the operant word, and knowing all those factors and getting them in the optimal normal range, not going crazy on this is the best way to do it. And we've been consulting with these same physicians over the years, and I've known quite a few through my exercise physiology background.
Dr. Richard Lee is a 1320 WILS and Fox News radio medical expert. Sir, we appreciate your time. Thank you.
Good to talk with you. Good luck.
And thank you for listening to the Tony Conley Morning Show on 1320 WILS and 1320WILS.com.